Yo, what's up everybody? It's me, Robert Muraine, and welcome back to Reactions and Critiques, the show where you leave your dance video links in the comments and then I react and critique them. Let's get into it. So welcome back to the show, everybody. I finally decided that I'm going to do a production version of the show, not doing the live stream version, because the live stream version is a little bit wonky, especially because I'm on tour in this caravan and there's lots of things that I just cannot get right with the streaming software. So I'm going back to the list. It's episode 10 and let's get into this first video. First video is coming through Dance Through Jargons. Let's react and critique this video. Oh, he took the link down. Dance Through Jargons. Please relink your video in the comments. Sorry about that. Let's go to the next one. Next video is coming from Devashailend. Let's react and critique your video. Man, we got a young dancer. You are not an old dancer. Oh, straight into some b-boying. I think you might be the first all styles dancer I've seen so far on this show. So far you're really entertaining. And I like all your footwork and handwork, leg work. You have lots of cool concepts going on. And your facial expressions are great. Really entertaining, really energetic. Can see some. Nice, dude. You're killing it. Incredible dancer. You are a good dancer. Nice. Devashailend, awesome video. That was really surprisingly awesome. I shouldn't have judged you on your age right before the video began. That was incredible. I was not expecting you to be so acrobatic, actually. And I wasn't expecting a b-boying video. That was very surprising. Normally it's been popping so far for the last 10 episodes. But that was really awesome. I really liked how you went from one concept to the next. You had a really nice flow. You had the music in your head. You knew what you were doing. You knew how to, you came prepared. Really awesome. So I guess a couple of critiques that I might give you is it's cool to take your time sometimes, to speed change. You have all these fast motions going, you're hitting every beat of the music, but sometimes it's nice and a breath of fresh air to your audience if you could just slow down once in a while and do something to contrast the speed of the rest of your flow. And that's not something that you have to absolutely do. I just think because you're a fast dancer, it would just be a nice contrast to slow it down just a bit. Another tip I might give you, I mean, to be honest, you have your own style, you have a lot of character, you're straight up looking at the camera, you're entertaining us, you're performing, and you did all of your tricks really well. I mean, that was like a solid performance, honestly. I don't know how I'm going to critique this in any other way. Something that I've told other dancers in the past is maybe put on some shoes. I mean, it's street dance. I know it's not absolutely necessary that you wear shoes, but it's just an aesthetic thing. I think it just looks better and more solid if you have shoes on. But that's completely my very, very subjective opinion. So take it with a grain of salt. And thanks for submitting your video, man. That was really, really impressive and surprising and entertaining. So, next video. Next video is coming from Nihal7551. Let's react and critique your video. Dubstep. Wonder what kind of music this is gonna be. Intro's too long, man. Skrillex? haven't heard this song since Nonstop. Got some pretty good waves. Alright, dude. Nice video. Thank you for submitting, Nihal. So, first thing, I really liked your energy. You give a lot when you're dancing. You project a lot. I like how you're performing for the camera, just like the dancer in the last video, Devashailend. A few things you can work on. So first thing, I think you have a couple of combinations or choreographies that you do that I see you're repeating when you're a little bit flustered on what you should be doing next in your dancing. What I mean is there's this thing you do with your hands where you cross them, and then it's like the beginning of your combo for whatever combo you're doing. You did it like 3 or 4 times, and it's really not a good habit to repeat certain elements of your dancing or certain moves in your dancing in the same set. And this is something really difficult. If you notice in my videos, I always do this. I always trace my left arm with my right hand. That's like my default. I don't know what I'm gonna do next when I'm dancing move. Is I trace my left arm with my right hand. And I've been training myself for the past years and years to not do that every time I'm not sure what to do next. So I would just be conscious of where you might be repeating your moves. Another thing that I would suggest is take your time. Like I gave in the suggestion to the last video, you can hear some thunder. I think it's about to rain. Take your time when you're dancing. There's no rush. Even when you're dancing to dubstep, you don't need to hit meow, brrr. It's not important to hit every single little moment in a song. Work on your groove. Groove is you dancing to the tempo of the music. If the song is dubstep, dubstep's slow. Even if all the sounds are going really fast, they're all double time. But the beat of dubstep is like boom, clap, ba-boom, boom, clap, ding. You can play with the groove of the song. Dubstep has a really specific groove, and a lot of dancers have trouble dancing slow. They want to hit all these intricate parts of the dubstep music. But you can really half-time dubstep because dubstep music is actually slow. The beat is slow. The dancing would look a lot better if you just slowed down a little bit. And that's all I'm going to say for this one. Thank you, Nihal, for submitting your video. Let's get into this next video. Next video is coming from Pop King, and I know he's been waiting for this for quite a while. So, let's react and critique your video. Got to beats popping and freestyle. Nice little intro. See, if you're gonna do an intro like this where it's not just text. Text intros, just stop that. You don't need a big text intro if you're just dancing in the street. Like, what are you trying to promote? Let your dancing do the promotion for you. Nice, got some hitting going on. First dancer to hit in this reactions and critiques number 10. Beat kill. Cool, man. Dynamic, using your space, going down to the floor. You could have stayed on your knees a little bit longer. Build on your concepts. You don't need to just go down and then back up. Play with it. Nice. I like that zoom. Oh, should've. Same goes for the cameraman. Keep it zoomed in. Yeah, see, in this case, the zooming is a little distracting because you did it twice. Nice hits, though. You have a hard, snappy hit. Dancing on beat, important. Looking at the camera, a little bit of attitude. cool, man. Pop King. Rahul Dival. Nice video. Really good. Clean. I'd like to know how long you've been dancing for. So, first thing, good hits. I like to see hits. That's something that's been lacking in a lot of these videos that people send to my reactions and critiques. Like, if you're popping, please just give it a shot and at least try to hit. Really nice though, man. So, a few tips. First thing I would say, take your time. I just gave that tip to the other two, but you really, there's no rush when you're dancing. Just because the beat is really fast, or you feel like you should be hitting all these intricate parts in the song, you don't need to do that. You can really take your time, build on your concepts, have a clear mind, think about what you're going to be doing next as you're doing something. Let your technique do its thing while you're freestyling, and then while you're relying on your technique to dance for you, think about the next little set or combination that you're going to be doing, so that way you don't get stuck while you're dancing in the moment. And that's where practice comes into play. And of course, the more you practice, the easier that will become. And the more you do videos like this, the more you battle, the more different situations you put yourself in while you're dancing, the better you will become at freestyling, and it'll become easier and easier as time goes on. So keep it up. That was a really good video. I liked it. Camera work, could use a little work. You don't need to do those zooms. They're kind of distracting in my opinion. Like I said, to all the dancers, all of these tips and notes that I'm giving you, that I'm critiquing you guys on, all should be taken with a grain of salt. This is subjective. It's just my opinion, so don't take it to your heart. It's just stuff that you might want to add if you feel like it will fit your style, or you feel like what I say will make you a better dancer. So let's get into a next video. I was just gonna do 3 videos like before, but actually I'd like to get more of this super long line I have. I have like a 29 episode line of dancers with 3 dancers on each episode. So I'm gonna try and get through a few more. P. Rishi is coming up next. I'm not particularly ready for past that 3rd video, so sorry. This is P. Rishi. Let's react and critique your video. Freestyle. Whoa, that is a fisheye lens. Yeah, that's a good angle down there. Nice isolated waves. See how he's not dropping his hands down when he waved? He left them there, finished his wave and brought it back. That's good isolation. Nice hit. I like what you're wearing too. Your clothes are accentuating your dance moves. When you're popping, I think a baggier look looks better than a tight look. That's just my opinion, but it makes the waves look like they're flowing more. It's a little bit more cryptic when you're dancing, like you're not sure where your different limbs are gonna be going or where you're headed. Hirishi, man, you got some stuff here. What the hell was that? Was that like a bobcat or something? Some animal just ran by you. See how P. Rishi is playing with his concepts, like I just said in the last couple of dancers. Play with your concepts, take your time, relax. P. Rishi is doing just that, and it's looking great. He totally gets it. Nice hand styles and angles. All the video effects are a little bit, they're distracting me a bit, but that's trivial, it's not that important. And I also like that you're wearing red in a forest. It's complementary colors. It makes you really pop out. Learn about complementary colors if you don't. If your background's blue, I want to be wearing orange. I mean yellow. And I need to update myself on complementary colors. P. Rishi, man, that was freaking awesome. Really, really impressive. Surprisingly impressive. This episode's really good, actually. I should have done these a long time ago. I'm sorry. So, P. Rishi, I really liked your waves. I liked how you took your time. You built upon your concepts. You weren't just rushing through all of your stuff. The song dictated the way you danced, and you fit the song well. And it worked in the forest. The whole vibe of the video was great. I'm not a big fan of GoPro or like super wide angle lenses. It kind of distorts the way your body looks. So it was a little bit distracting. And all your mirror effects where you mirror real quick. I get it, it was on the music, and I like it a little bit, but it's just distracting for this type of situation where I'm reviewing your dancing and there's all these things going on at the same time. So, tips. I don't really have much to say except keep going, keep continuing. You have your own style going, you have this nice flow going, you have a solid hit, you're using your space, your environment, looking at the camera, you're expressing emotion, you have super good waves. I like how you use your space. You went down to the floor and then stayed down there and played down there a little bit, telling a story. I liked how you hit the camera, you're interacting with your environment. I like how you were wearing red and the forest is green behind you, complementary colors. So many different things and different elements going into this that makes this video actually really good. And I'd love to see more from you, and I hope that you get better, that you're still practicing. Sorry I reviewed your guys' videos so late, but really, P. Rishi, that was a good video. I don't think I'm gonna give you any tips on that. Do I have any tips for you? I guess if I were to give you one, but you did. You use forget it. There's no tips to give except to continue to practice, keep working on your technique. You're gonna be an awesome dancer because you're well on your way to being one right now. Keep developing your style and keep it up, man. Thanks for submitting your video. Next video is coming from Jonathan Lena 4. I think I recognize the background here. Are you like in the same crew as Anzoid and... Oh man, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Let's see, what's his name? Ink Dash. You guys must be in the same crew. I'd say this is more of a hip hop dancing. Nice musicality. It's a bit short. It's only 50 seconds, dude. You gotta make your videos longer. It's hard to react to such a short video. I can't even see what you're doing past. I mean, 50 seconds is not a lot of time to give a proper critique, is what I want to say. So, Jonathan Lena, thanks for submitting. Pretty cool video. I like your style. You got like a hip hop kind of schizo-esque style going on. You have good musicality. You're dancing great to this song, and it fits well with the rhythm of the music. Awesome. Cool. Tips. One thing. Thunder. It's about to rain really hard right now. So, the first tip I'm going to give you, don't do other people's moves. I mean, you can, but dancers like myself and dancers that know all the dancers in all over the world, they're gonna know that you took certain moves from certain people. Now I know that leg drop with the kick out, it's not like a patented move, any one person invented that, but I mean there are some really famous dancers that do that. I don't even need to say their names because I'm sure everyone that saw this video saw that that's it's a twins thing. So that's cool. If you're inspired by people, it's good to learn how to do these moves. But if you're gonna do them, it's a good idea to change it a bit and make it your own. so that way it doesn't look like you're just copying somebody else. It's really an important aspect of street dance, is to make something that you're inspired by your own, and not just to straight do it. Because, I mean, to be fair, it's pretty easy to just do somebody's moves, but to transform it and to make it your own is what makes a great dancer great. So, Jonathan, Lena, thank you for submitting. Send a longer video next time. I couldn't really give you a proper critique with that one. But thanks again. Let's get into this next video. It's gonna be the last video. I know that I'm doing 6 already. How many minutes is it? 23 minutes, perfect. I'm going through these way quicker than I used to because I used to just talk way too much on this show, and I don't need to talk that much. Get to the point, right? This is Melody Shrek. Let's react and critique this video. I know you guys like these video. Okay, good. The video effects turned off. No effects while you're dancing, please. Excuse me. Nice musical choice. I like this intro. Smooth style. You actually have a cool style. I like the way you move. Really smooth. Playing with your concepts. Again, that was a Philip Chabib move. Just change it a little bit, make it your own. Could have stayed down there a little bit more, played with it. Nice. Nice tutting. Clean. Nice. Good stuff, Melody Shrek. Cool, man. Great video. It's the last video. I like your smooth style. I really do. You kind of have like a Dragon House feel to your dancing, which is like nonchalant. I'm chilling. I'm not too concerned about blowing up and being crazy, and it kind of has like a poetic feeling to it, and I like that. Another thing that I liked is your tuts. You had some pretty clean concepts going on. Pretty straight tuts. Good. Nice video, Melody Shrek. Melody Shrek. So, some tips. I've given this tip before on this show, and I'm just going to go through it real quick. Isolation. When you're waving, you wave, and you don't forget about what part of your body you just moved. You kind of forgot about your hands, and when you're waving, say if you're waving this arm, this hand is kind of just sitting there, not engaged. And I prefer when dancers wave, when they wave, that they isolate the parts of their body that are not moving. And this is just my personal opinion. So it's okay the way you're waving right now, but I just think it would look a lot better if you isolated it and don't forget about the parts of your body that are not moving. That's about it. Another thing is when you went down to the ground, you could have played with the ground a little bit more. It's another tip I give a lot on this show, but it's a good tip to listen to, is play with your concepts. Don't just disregard them. Don't go down to the floor and then come right back up like a second later. You can really play with the fact that you're on the floor. Do something weird on the floor. Be experimental. Try something new. Don't worry about being wrong. There's never a wrong moment. You can just play. Just continue to play. Just because it's something you haven't practiced before doesn't mean that it's not going to look good. You just play with your concepts. Tell a story with your concepts. Thank you for submitting your videos, all of the dancers. This was Reactions and Critiques 10. If you guys liked this video, you found it educational, inspirational, entertaining, any of that stuff, please give it a like. Please leave some comments in the comment section below. Hit the bell button next to the subscribe button if you guys want to do the live streams, reactions and critiques. First come, first serve. So if you're in the live stream chat first, you submit your link first, I'm going to review your video first. This is the production version. In the next episode, I'm going to be reviewing videos from a few more of you guys. I have lots and lots of videos to review left. So thanks for coming. This is Robert Muraine, Mr. Fantastic. Thanks for being here. Peace out.